centers. Let's talk to Maria Pinto now, General Manager, Raxio Angola, joining me via Zoom. Great to have you on the show.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So why is Angola now attracting, attention as a destination for digital infrastructure investment? What's changed?
Yes, first of all, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be with you. Angola is a country very reliable when we talk about infrastructure, digital infrastructure investments, and also affordable electricity, because we have at least 60% of renewable hydro energy. In plus of that, also the government started implementing new kind of energies with a lot of photovoltaic panels, and the engagement of the government, because we have a youth population. So the way the government is reforming and making easier the investment for the private sector, looking for the digital services is amazing. So everyone have mobile, everyone is driven by mobile, the payment system, so everything now is doing with the finger. So the Angola environment is very interesting in kind of technology. So and that is the point. And also we belong for a group. Now is the sixth country. We will start the seventh in the beginning of the year. We have already operation in Uganda, Cote d'Ivoire, DRC, Mozambique, Ethiopia, and now Angola. What we have proud is our facilities is a tier 3, world-class tier 3. So we can provide 100% of redundancy and 100% of our best services in the best in class. So we are in Africa, but proudly Africans doing the best we have in the world. And of course, because of this environment, we have the platform in the back end with investors, institutions, looking for the corporation, and the International Finance Corporations is one of them, and is part of World Bank, and of course is a bridge for us, and to make Angola and Africa being in the globe for the best practice in data centers.
Right.
And the rest.
Right now, we can't, have conversations without talking about artificial intelligence and, data centers. But what were some of the, specific enablers or, challenges of building a large-scale, data center in Angola?
You know what is funny? We have banks. Banks is amazing. The support, first of all, the support of the government and the way we are being supported and being involved with government in this project is amazing. So this opened the proximity for another level, the high voltage grid, the signals for telcos, the banks, and even the enterprise. And what is interesting, sometimes when we travel a lot from Europe and we see the banking system in Angola is in the same level as Europe. So even better, because the payment system is amazing. So the banks are high-tech technology in their infrastructure, even hardware or even software. So it's a very interesting market. Of course, we have challenge, for sure. And we try to look for the bottlenecks as lessons to learn and try to surface that obstacles. But is amazing the enablers. And even in kind of sustainability, we can also say we have in our data center, we have 70% of recycling. Okay, the water, we have the treatment station of water to make all the water treatment. So we have all the ingredients to a large-scale data center in Angola. So we are very proud. We can imagine how our event, the launch event was. The impact was huge, and we are anxious to start with all the power. Basically.
Fantastic. That's, definitely a good, commendable one, there. But how does, Angola compare to, other African markets, in terms of, readiness for that digital transformation?
I'm a proudly African, I'm a proudly Angolan. So if you ask me that, of course I will tell you it's amazing. But Angola is still emerging, okay? Is a country need a lot to learn, and they know what is interesting is emerging, but is catching very fast because we have a lot of young people looking for the project, winning international prize around the world for to be in the first step for the digital transformation. Of course, in Africa, we have always challenged, like I mentioned before, but we are catching up, and that is very, very interesting. And open access for the infrastructures like ours, and looking for out of box is my style. So Braxio is also this style too. Is very interesting because. Put you not only Angola, because I want to look Angola as an hub and looking for Africa, because sometimes I think the people outside is very unfair with what we can do. So that's the reason I'm a proudly African, fighting for Africa and putting Africa in the roadmap. And with Angola, it's the same because sometimes we say, okay, it worked for skills and so, but my team is 100% Angolan. So, and we have our workforce there. So sometimes, like I used to say, is we need to have the capability to dream and to understand we can do it. So let's do it. Let's start. Let's start something different. So I think is the beauty of Africa. We can do things, and dreaming we can be the better. So that is our motto in Angola. Don't stop, just start. And
Don't stop.
that is the point.
Fantastic. Great mindset there. And I guess that's what Africa needs, at this time. Don't stop, just start. So what role will you
Yes.
say Angola, what role do you see Angola playing, in this region's emerging digital ecosystem, in your opinion?
I used to say Angola is a big garden planted next to the sea. So with all the benefits of that. And one of that is the coast position and the multiple submarine cables we have surrounding our coast. So we are a strong candidate for the regional connectivity. So that is one of the biggest points on this business. Of course, we are a carrier neutral. So we are open to all networks. We are the first ones in Angola doing these kinds of things, to be neutral, be home for everyone. So we can host the national IXPs and even improving the domestic and the cross-border routing. So we are completely open to that. Our digital economy in the Southern Africa is also growing. So Angola is in the borderline with the central, southern for the Central Africa too. So we can easily be a hub for the data and the cloud. We are in the middle, so we can play with the north, with the south, and doing the things work. So that's our position and our role.
Right, I guess you have an advantage there, being in the middle, so you can serve most parts of Africa. But thank you so much. It was great to have your perspective. We do hope we get more data centers built in Africa. Thank you so much for coming on. Maria Pinto, General Manager, Raxio Angola. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.